Yo, it is September the 23rd. Damn. I surprised myself with that number. It's the 23rd, 2020, 2024. Y'all, we're here just to get it in a little bit. All right. A little bit of a pregame warm up. All right. Gonna do some stretches before we get it in. Probably on the spaces, on the X spaces, right? Because that's our new thing. If you haven't gone out there, I mean, how dare you? All right. Some people talk about X and they say it's not good enough. Well, you know what? It's never going to be good enough, buddy. What do you expect Elon to do? What do you really expect Elon to do? He's doing as much as he can. I appreciate it. All right, but basically, we don't really know what the hell we're doing, all right? On a pretty much all the time basis, right? Spontaneous, if you will. Like I don't exactly know what I'm going to get into until I figure it out. Sometimes I don't. All right, but even still, even if I don't, you might as well hop online, give it a go or whatever. It might be terrible. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. All right, but basically, what I want to do before we get on the spaces, take a little look around the internet. All right, I've gotten a few things, shouted at my face by the internet already today, but I'm gonna have to get a little bit of a refresher. All right, there's certain things that I do want to talk about, like for example, Tupac Shakur. People ain't talking about him too much, except maybe a little bit. I heard Candace Owens talking about him. I've heard other people talking about him as well. And I can't say I really, really, really have an investment. I like some people do. I can't say I have a real, real, real strong investment on whether or not Tupac was a gay, all right? But I guess what people are implying, I don't know exactly. I don't know what they're implying necessarily. Like a Candace Owens thinking that maybe he might be gay, and I'm not trying to get at Candace. She can think whatever she wants to. All right, she has her reasons, but I don't know if it's gay or bisexual. All right, I don't know which one necessarily because we're gonna get into it later. All right, don't even worry about it right now. But one thing that I've seen before, and I just don't know I have no idea. I don't know the first detail. I mean, I know the first detail, but I don't know the second detail about this. I just wanted to read this right quick. All right, I never read this. I don't know what the hell I'm about to read. But I don't know if y'all heard, if y'all like me, cruising around the internet looking for goodies. You might have seen this story. It's a story about a Kentucky judge over there in America, Kentucky. A judge been shot not only by the sheriff, and he was shot dead. Not only by the sheriff, but it seems as though he was shot in the courthouse by the sheriff. Right? It's not something that happens a lot. What the hell is that about? I'm just read it real quick, see if I get a little bit of a taste and stuff. It's too long. If it's too long, then I just don't even care. Oh my God. So I'm reading it or I'm seeing this. What is this publication? The Daily Mail from out of the UK. I guess, they figure it's their business. And like the first picture I see is of this, I guess, this judge. I wonder if he's trying to look goofy as hell, dude. I mean, if you see this picture, if you go to like whatever Daily Mail, Google this up about the Kentucky sheriff shooting the judge. The goofiest picture you ever seen in your life is gonna pop up about this judge. All right, I like his eyes though. No gay stuff. I like the color of his eyes. A Kentucky sheriff exchanged phones with a local judge before shooting him dead in his chambers. What the hell the fuck does that even mean? Oh my god, we're not gonna get to the bottom of this. What do you mean? Why are they exchanging phones? Okay, a district judge, his name is Kevin Mullins, 54, was shot dead in his office after a short argument by Letcher County Sheriff Mickey Steins. The County Sheriff Mickey Steins, 44. Um, I sure hope he would have a good reason. That might save him. Because say if you didn't have really, really, really good reason, you should expect to go to jail for a long time, right? How are you going to get away with this? You're not. You obviously didn't. A motive for the shooting remains unclear. So what the flip? We should know the motive if he had a good reason. I don't think he did. But video from the judge's office shows the two men looked at each other's phones before Steins opened fire. What the fuck does that mean on YouTube? I want you to think about that with me. What the fuck does this even mean? They both looked at each other's phones? And then, like, quick draw McGraw, the sheriff pulls out a gun. Sheriff Mickey pulls out a gun and shoots and kills Kevin Mullins, probably the goofiest man I ever seen in my life. Right? Dude, this guy's a cartoon character looking as goofy as, and I'm not trying to make fun of him either. I like his face. It's goofy as hell. Sheriff Steins had entered the courtroom and asked to speak to Mullins privately before they headed up to the judge's office. After a short conversation, Steins reportedly stood up to lock the door. I guess so nobody could come in. Not like you're locking the judge in because he just unlock it. And each man took their cell phone out and handed it to the other. Clearly something is on one of these guys' cell phones, if not both. What the fuck is it? Because I'm pretty sure that was the motive. They said the motive's unclear. The motive's unclear because you don't know shit, right? Why don't you state clearly that the motive probably is on the phone? All right, let's see if they have anything else that's relevant to say. You got the Sheriff Mickey Steins. He's not big on working out or whatever, but hopefully he's laying down. He sure is laying down the law, but not in a good way, I don't think. Steinson allegedly drew his weapon, walked around the judge's desk, and shot him repeatedly as Mullins fell to the floor. There's more to this story. The sheriff and the judge had apparently had lunch together with other court employees hours before the killings. What the flip is this about? I need to know what's on that phone, buddy. What the flip? This is incredible. Like, I hesitated to find out anything else about this story, but wow. We know that it was an argument between the two that led up, but what exactly transpired prior to the shots being fired? That's still things that we're trying to get answers to. Look in the phone, please. Somebody mention the phones. Damn it. Steins, a beloved father. See, Steins, who's the sheriff. He's a beloved father of two, was reportedly planning to retire when his term ended. Like, oh my dude, this guy crashed out and he's about to retire. Has been charged with first degree murder, obviously. I wonder if his deputies done like arrested him. I guess those, wouldn't that be? Did he arrest himself? What the hell happened here? Steins was previously accused in a lawsuit of failing to investigate claims that one of his deputies had repeatedly sexually assaulted a woman in the same judge's chambers. What on God's green earth, dude? Hold on, God's green earth in Kentucky, I'm sure. Holy moly. Holy moly. The former inmate Sabrina Atkins claims in a federal lawsuit that she could not afford to pay for an ankle monitor and did not want to return to Letcher County Jail. Deputy Ben Fields then coerced her into performing sexual favors, obviously, so she could remain under home incarceration, according to the federal lawsuit. Something was on those poems made that guy shoot that other guy, right? The sheriff and the judge had apparently had lunch together with other court employees before the killing, as previously stated. Sheriff Steins was named as a defendant in the case and was scheduled to make a deposition on Monday, 4 days before the alleged murder of the judge. All right, Steins fired Fields, who is currently serving 7 years in prison, after pleading guilty to taping the former inmate. What? Guilty to taping the former? What? Oh God, these people are not only perverts and all this, but they're like stupid as hell. What do you mean taping her, filming her? Mullins, who held the judgeship for 15 years, died at the scene. Stein surrendered without incident. So Stein knew for full well that he's going to get his day in court or something. Like he had no problem getting arrested. The fatal shooting sent shockwaves through the tight-knit Appalachian town and county seat of government, with about 1,700 residents located about 145 miles southeast of Lexington. All right, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I've passed through towns, I guess, this small, but what kind of town is that? 1,700 people. Y'all know you had to know each other since you were like little kids. What the F is going on here? We all know each other here. Yeah, you have to. There's only 1,700 people in your whole town. You have to be a straight retard not to know everybody. Anyone from Letcher County would tell you that Judge Mullins. Oh God, I'm sorry about that. This freaking speaker. Oh God, it scares the shit out of me too. It does. Oh my God, what are you creeping around? What? I forgot this church day tomorrow. Oh damn. Yeah, we're good. So we all know each other here. Anyone from Letcher County would tell you that Judge Mullins and I married sisters. What the flip? Who's talking? Oh my God. Okay. I want to read this and understand this real quick before we move on. I don't know if this is what we're going to talk about, but this is pretty damn wild. All right. So somebody says a guy named Butler, a Matt Butler, okay, lead county prosecutor. Did I skip that? I think I skipped it. Lead county prosecutor, get this, a Matt Butler described an outpouring of sympathy as he recused himself and his office from investigations in the shooting, citing social and family ties to Mullins. Mullins being the guy. Wait, is Mullins the judge? Yeah, Mullins is the judge. Steins is the sheriff. It's terrible. We all know each other around here. Anyone from Letcher County would tell you that Judge Mullins and I, the prosecutor, married sisters and that we have children who are first cousins but act like siblings. I bet you it's a small town. Butler said in a statement from his office. All right. This guy Mullins, he's the judge. I swear, I'm seeing multiple photos of him. You had to see it. For example, man, let me just turn the phone on. You had to see this. Check this out. This is the second photo that I've seen of him already in this article. Tell me this doesn't look goofy, and tell me that he's not trying to look goofy. Right, that's a man who's trying to look goofy right now. Well, okay, or like, what are you talking during the picture? Stop talking. during the picture. But check this out. The first picture that I seen of him, check this out. I swear, like cartoon character, like he might be Elmer Fudd, dude. He might be Elmer Fudd. Check this out. Oh man, I don't mean to like because he's dead now. All right, so I'm not trying to get on him like that, but I like his face, dude. I want a T-shirt with his face on it. It is so damn goofy. Let me just see what the hell else it says. Sheriff Stiles was named as a defendant in the case. Obviously, he shot him dead, and everybody knows it. And was scheduled to make a deposition on Monday, 4 days before he allegedly murdered the judge. In 2002, Steins fired Fields, who is currently serving 7 years. And did we already read this? Yeah, we already read all this. All right, never mind. Let's see. Let's see. For that reason, and among others, I have already taken steps to recuse myself and my entire office. So who's gonna prosecute them if you're indeed the prosecutor? Oh no. Of the county, you're the prosecutor of a county with 1,700 people in it. All right. So who else gonna step up? Gonna bring out an outside prosecutor or something. All right. Mullins was appointed to serve as judge in the state's 47th district under former Governor Steve Beshear. He oversaw juvenile matters, city and county ordinances, blah, 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 blah. There's something on that phone, right? Something on that phone. There's something on the phones that we need to know, all right? And until we know any of that, we just don't know anything, probably. All right. Something bad happened. I don't know what. But yeah, I don't know what we want to talk about. Everything is crazy. Everything is nuts and nutballs and crazy. But one thing I wanted to bring up that perhaps we'll bring up on the spaces, and I don't know how many people would even give a care. All right, to be honest with you. But was Tupac Shakur a gay or like I assume a bisexual? And the reason I say that is because people like imply that he might have been secret gay. And it's like, okay, hey, people got their theories and then people got evidence and stuff like that, you know, feel free to investigate, but it couldn't be all the way gay. I mean, think about all the ladies. All the ladies. There was one that accused him of the R word, right? And then he went to jail for a little while. All the different ladies that everybody else could tell you about too. All the other rappers tell you about this and that lady. How exactly in the world? I was gonna ask, how did Jada Pinkett fall in love with him? Then how'd you fall in love with this dude? And then what? Or maybe Jada is just after gay dudes her whole life. All right, perhaps. I mean, she's definitely there now. So I don't know exactly what else there would be. I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that's all messed up. All right, Israel's still like killing, right? I don't know what I can say though. I mean, Israel's still just. The thing is, like I said, man, I'm not even going to talk bad about Israel necessarily, or their opponents. It's like, dude, I'm not part of this. All right, don't ask me a lot of questions, though. All right, because I'm going to be some anti. I'm not part of this. I don't care. I mean, I do care because I wish I would stop, but I'm not. I'm definitely not on one side or the other. All right. That being said, Israel means nothing to me. I think it also means nothing biblically. I don't know anybody. Those people who think Israel's like our best buddies and like always going to be our best buddies. I don't know where the hell you get that from. I have no idea besides brainwashing. But like that's what's at the top of a lot of people's minds, I suppose, tonight. It's at the top of the Drudge Report. Check. I'll read some headlines for you. Pentagon sending more troops to the Middle East as tensions grow. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Pentagon, that means America. Yeah, we're sending troops. Of course we are. Netanyahu, as tensions grow, dude, tensions will never ungrow. I'm here to tell you. I don't know if you call it the end of days, but guess what? Oh, I could have predicted. Hey, guess what? Tomorrow and the next week and the next month, tension's going to grow even more. And when I mean tensions, I mean people are going to die. Right? And I feel for the people dying. I wish they would stop killing each other, but it is none of my business. Netanyahu warns Lebanese to get out of harm's way, i.e., get out of Lebanon. I'm assuming that's what's funny. Like, that's just one of the things that I find it's a little bit funny is that a lot of people who, especially the ones defending Israel and they'll defend Israel to the hilt, they're talking about, hey, well, at least, Israel, they'll give you a heads up, they'll give you a warning, they'll tell you to get out of Dodge, they'll tell you to get out of there because we're about to blow everything to smithereens, all right? Okay, I guess that's me taking your word for it, number one. I don't know if that's really true. I don't know if they sent them like a call number on their pager and told them to call here and we're going to let you know and warn you about some stuff. But here's also the thing, especially because if you can imagine like poor people, because there's poor people all around the world, it's not easy to just pick up and leave. Somebody warns you, all right, we might blow your town up to smithereens and stuff. You might want to leave your town and do what? And go where? For how long? What do you mean warning? I don't even know if that's taking place, but Iron Dome knocks down rockets that I guess are being sent by Hezbollah. Israel hits over 1,300 Hezbollah targets, nearly 500 dead. I'm sure that they were all combatants and stuff like that. Iran president warns of irreversible consequences. Let me guarantee you something. Because nothing's going to de-escalate nothing. Irreversible consequences might be the key words out of all that. I don't know if any other words are necessary. So real quick, man, we're gonna get up out of here and get on to spaces right quick for tonight. But before we do, let's just go quick fire. Some of these here headlines that I'm seeing. Confused Trump says to bring back Johnny Carson. Wow, it's wild. Confused Trump. The headline says confused Trump says to bring back Johnny Carson. I had heard Trump earlier at a speech talking about to bring back Johnny Carson. The reason is because all the late night people suck D's, big fat hard D's, and they're not good. And the only people that find these late night people good at all are the people who hate Trump, and you must hate Trump in order to watch these people. And so they got a headline saying, oh, bring back Johnny Carson. Trump must be confused because Johnny Carson I'm pretty sure he's dead. I could be wrong by that. But if he's not dead, he's extremely old. I get it. Trump is not confused. He's saying y'all suck. Parker, Trump's imaginary and frightening world. That's what's interesting. I don't know if I want to read any more of these because I'm on the Drudge Report and it's just good for nothing, to be honest. But you look into the mind of psychopathology, basically. Trump's imaginary and frightening world. It's interesting because at least half this country, they're also in Trump's imaginary and frightening world. And for some reason, they're also seeing exactly what Trump's seeing. And you're saying that, and I know you're just bullshitting, but you're saying that over half the country is hallucinating and totally just imagining everything that's happening around them. That's what you're saying, right? Irreversible consequences, basically. Melania paid for rare appearance at political event. Unclear who cut unusual six-figure check. I don't even know what the hell they're getting at. People pay Melania to show up to places, all right? She's not paying people to show up to places. God, darn it. All right, so really we went nowhere. Really we found out nothing and stuff. The most interesting thing was, of course, the Kentucky sheriff and him shooting. I really need to know it's on the phones, of course. If it's scandalous at all, they're never ever gonna tell us. That's the thing of it. And so, why do I even know? I don't even care, dude. I don't even care. But like, for example, I'm pretty sure Alex Jones is with Tucker Carlson tonight. I'm pretty sure up there in Reading, was it Reading, Pennsylvania or something like that? Tucker Carlson says we are commanded. What the heck? One second. We are commanded to hope in a powerful interview with Alex Jones. I haven't seen it, but we are commanded to hope. That's really what I'm reading. Breaking. Tucker Carlson says we are commanded to hope. In a powerful interview, and I'm sure it is powerful, but I don't think I've ever been commanded to hope and to honestly to hope. I don't think I've ever been commanded to do such a thing. I don't know if it's even possible to command somebody to hope, but maybe it's possible. All right, we're gonna find out in the spaces, and I'm gonna lay it down in spaces. Start as many if you haven't been out there. All this was gobbledygook and just for silliness, all right? If you want the real deal type stuff, I don't know. Might be over there on Spaces. Girardi's Mania. All right, where it's so-called free speech. And, the world is on fire. So we're going to talk about it. I'll let y'all over there on Spaces. All right. Spaces on X.